guys that were out there did a good job, got contributions all over the place, and Pascal obviously was awesome.
When he gets going like that and gets in the paint and makes sure he gets 12 assists as well, that's the encapsulate the entire game, right? That's what people are trying to get to.
Yeah, and listen, I think that those guys that were ready to shoot when he did kick it out and made them, right, that obviously helps the 12 assist number because that's the play that's there. Yeah, and he just creating a lot of offense there.
Precious, like the pull-up three transition to push up 10 in the fourth quarter was he was a dare try early in the season. But you okay with that now? It was a good in transition shot.
It was great. Yeah, it was great. He was feeling it. He was feeling it. So, you know, when you're hot, Doug, sometimes you got to try some stuff, and he was feeling it. So that was pretty cool, pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yep.
Does this give you any confidence, like a potential playoff round with Philadelphia, defending Embiid, and what Precious was able to do?
Well, I mean, listen, as you see out there, it's difficult, and there's a lot going on out there, and he still manages to get 30 somehow. We did a lot of stuff to try to stop him, and I thought we had a great stretch. I think what opened the game up is we did make him miss about 4 or 5 in a row, right? And we didn't foul him, right? So that was probably the difference, that little stretch, but the rest of it was pretty difficult. And I mean, listen, we're gonna have to. There'll be, if we see him again, there'll be a whole nother different game going on out there, and who knows where the help and all that stuff's going to need to come from, and what else will change. So I'm sure it's as you know, in the playoffs, it's a lot of different stuff each night you play them. Each game kind of takes on its own form. So I mean, I thought we did some good stuff. Probably could do some stuff better.
What did you think of Malachi in his minutes?
Did a good job. Yeah, did a really good job. I think we got in probably a little different feel tonight. Obviously, we let Gary run 2 really long stretches there, and most of that was, well, the first one was he just wasn't tired at the end of the first quarter. He kind of was like, "Coach, I'm really good," and he was rolling a little bit. And we kind of needed that perimeter and scoring when Pascal came out for his rest. So that was kind of the decision there. And then I thought he was probably a little more tired the second time around, but it was kind of like, well, let's run it back. It seemed to work okay the first time. Just checked with him. He said he was fine. And he had a nice game too. It was nice to see him. He's kind of looked like, he did a while back, and he's played through some niggling things, and he's probably a little healthier than he's been in a while, which is good to see.
What do you make about the way you guys are balancing that really aggressive and pretty physical defense with not really sending guys to the line at an alarming rate? And how important is that going to be, that balance?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I think it's a good question. I think, we're out there and we're moving our feet and we're applying pressure, and we're doing a good job of, once the action starts, which is really what they want to referee, the movement, when the guys are handling and heading towards the rim. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of either keeping our hands out of that and using our feet. I really thought we gave up 25 free throws, and I thought, we didn't even get our money's worth on about 8 of those calls. A bunch of them were really light and really clean. So I'm encouraged by it, because I think that maybe that stuff will not get called on. Maybe. Maybe. So pretty good.
You
Yep.
guys have had a lot of success. You have had a lot of success against those guys. I think you're 14-7 against them, and both teams have been very good over the years. Yeah. Why do you think that is? And do you think your success sort of breeds success, that you don't look at them as like, one of the best teams in the league, and you look at them and you think you can beat them?
No, we definitely look at them as one of the best teams in the league for sure. That's a super talented, deep, experienced, fast. They got shooting, they got speed, they got a lot. So I don't know. We just, I guess it's just certain I wouldn't know what to attribute that to other than it's just certain matchups. Sometimes we hang in there pretty good with them. We always, I mean, that was like a carbon copy of the last game we played them. It was so similar to the last time we played them. It's almost weird, right? We sleepwalk and give them a spot them like a, I don't know what it was, felt like 20 points, but maybe it wasn't that many at the beginning, just like we did in Philly. And then we just start playing and I don't know, we play certain teams sometimes we play really well against.
I think Pascal's playmaking has obviously been a big theme this season. Feels like more recently he's got more comfortable passing when he's in the air. Like there's even a couple of times where he'll, fake the pass to move the defender and shift it the other way. Is that something you're noticing too?
Yeah, he's getting those away just in the nick of time, I think, some of those. But yeah, I think I said this to Doug the other night that he seems to be staying more faced up, right? He's whatever he's doing, he's working his way down there a lot of times, getting faced up or staying faced up or he's using his spin out top and then he gets back to faced up when he gets in the traffic, whatever. And I just think that's given him a lot more vision. And he's really feeling, when he does kick it out, he's feeling that help coming hard at him and he knows he's got to get it out. He's probably going to get those shots blocked if he tries to take them. So he's reading that pretty good. And to me, I see it as him staying faced up and seeing what's coming at him better.
Is that something that's become a more important skill over the years, where before it was like frowned upon to like your the pass, where now it helps sort of draw the defense even more?
Yeah, I mean, I think you see a lot of guys that are scorers in this league that eventually they're going to send a lot of bodies to you in some scenarios. And usually, and it's probably going on with Pascal, there's just, it's lots of reps and lots of schemes and lots of things you start seeing and you start getting a little more comfortable and you become more willing, like I always say, if you draw two defenders, you've created offense for us as long as you make the next play, hit the open man. And he's really become willing there and understanding the game and making the right plays.
I just want to talk about Thad's impact on the game, like not huge numbers, but defensively it's a big numbers.
Yeah, you know what? I said that as the first thing I said in the coach's room when I got in the room. I said, man, I loved how Thad played tonight. I said he was probably 2 for 12. I don't even know what was he. 2 for 10 and had a great game. I'm always saying that you can go 2 for 10 or 2 for 12 and still play great. And I thought he did. And I loved the aggressiveness. I loved the shots he took. I loved the step backs. I just think I'd rather have him do that than when Pascal creates and throws it out to him and he's open that he turns it down. And now we're in a jam. I just think that getting used to the rhythm of those shots is good. And he had Embiid on him a good stretch of the game. So you're going to get some of those corner shots and you got to make sure you get out there or drift out there because you got to try to create the space or be just going to plug the lane. Right. So really good question. It's exactly what I talked about in the coach's room that I loved I thought he was connecting the guys on defense. Thought his spirit was great. I thought his toughness was great. All that stuff.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.